Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Bo here from Guitars&Games. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome into the channel. Welcome in. I appreciate you coming in. We have a reaction video today. We're going to watch Jellyroll, I Am Not Okay. I have heard snippets of him on the radio and stuff like that. I haven't really listened to a lot of his stuff. I've heard a little bit of his story. It's hard to not hear anything about Jellyroll recently, the last year or so. But we're gonna check it out and see how it goes. I hope y'all, it's kind of fits with me a little bit because if you haven't been around the channel for a while, I had a really bad health scare about 2 years ago, and I ended up having to have two heart surgeries. And I've changed a lot since then, and I started the YouTube channel after I recovered enough. And his stuff's a lot about changing and becoming okay with yourself. And I have had to do that a lot because I've kind of been on the, transformational journey the last couple years with mentally and physically. But we're going to jump in and see how this goes. So I hope you all are ready. I am going to switch to the reaction and I will see you in about 5 seconds.
I lose my control. I lose my control.
All right. So this is the lyric video. Jellyroll, I Am Not Okay. It's a nice acoustic.
I am not okay. I'm barely getting by. I'm losing track of days, losing sleep at night. I am not okay. I'm hanging on the rails. So if I say I'm fine, just know I learned to hide it well. I know I can't be the only one who's holding on for dear life.
So, one of the things that I've read about him is he's a recovering drug addict. He's in recovery, and he talks about recovery a lot in the process, and a lot of his music's about his journey. And also dealing with like mental health issues and stuff like that. And one of the things that I deal with is I have severe depression, and I've tried therapy and medicines, and none of them have worked really well at all. But when you're depressed, when you're in the throes of addiction and depression, you do feel all alone. And you often wonder, and it's for all the like talk about, talking about it and doing that, you still feel like there's nobody else can help you. You know what I mean? When you get into one of those like depressive swings and stuff like that, you feel like nobody can help you. Nobody knows. You know what I mean? And it's so sad because we're all suffering, and nobody talks about it. Let's keep going.
But God knows, I know when it's all said and done, I'm not okay, but it's all gonna be alright. It's not okay, but we're all gonna be alright. I woke up today, I almost stayed in bed, had the devil on my back and voices in my head. Some days it ain't all bad, some days it all gets.
His voice has got a really nice distortion to it, like really kind of slight on the edge of the notes. It distorts out, it fries out. That's really cool. He's got a very southern gospel-y sound to me. You know what I mean? Like I think like church music. Like for me, that's what I hear is church music. Like, Southern Baptist church music. Like that's what I like to hear. But he's really good. He's got good tone too. It's real warmth. It's real resonant. He's got a lot of his notes resonate real well. Really good tone. Really kind of like warm, kind of embracing tone. Not real jarring. Not sharp, harsh. Real fuzzy and warm. I guess that's a good way to put it. I don't know. Well, keep going.
Some days it all gets worse. Some days I swear I'm better off laying in that dirt. I know I can't be the only one who's holding on for dear life. But God knows, I know when it's all said and done, I'm not okay, but it's all gonna be alright. It's not okay, but we're all gonna be alright. Gonna be alright. Gonna be alright.
Oh, is that right? Are we all going to be all right? That's a big question, And that's one of the hardest things about depression, at least in my case. It's that like, am I going to get better? Am I always going to feel like this? And you feel like that when you get into the throes of it in addiction. You're like, what's the point? Because I'll never feel better again. I can't. And it's like your mind just locks into that loop, and it's so hard to get out of. And the thing is, it's like it's so hard to get out of, and you feel so isolated, and it like prevents you from asking for help. Like asking for help is like it's for some reason I don't understand the reasoning or the behind it, but like it becomes an impossible task. It becomes like so unobtainable that you just feel lost, when you're deep in the depression. But let's finish up. I'm gonna start crying here in a second.
I know one day we'll see the other side. The pain will wash away in a holy water tide, and we all gonna be alright. I know I can't be the only one who's holding on for dear life. But God knows, I know when it's all said and done, I'm not okay, but it's all gonna be alright. It's not okay, but we're all gonna be alright. I'm not okay, but it's all gonna be alright.
All right, I'll see you in about 5 seconds.
I lose my control. I lose my control.
Oh, that's the big question, isn't it? Is it all going to be all right? And I mean, oh, my eye looks red. It's like extra red. I don't know why it looks so red. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, you sit there and that's the question. Is it going to be all right? Are we going to be all right? And we don't know. We don't know what's going on or what's going to happen and it's hard because when you're in those depressive moments and depressive episodes, like it just doesn't feel like it's ever going to end. It really doesn't. And getting help, asking for help from family, from someone else, asking for help is one of the most important things. I can't stress that enough. I have, my depression episodes, I can still function, but it's hard. It's hard to make myself do stuff and like be okay. And I can do it most of the time. But, it's one of those things. It's like you just get locked. And, if I didn't have my music, I don't know what would happen. Because thankfully for me, music has helped me through a lot of my episodes. And it helps me to like focus, like channel some of this craziness that goes on in my head. And, I'm kind of wandering off track here a little bit. I'm sorry. But the song is really good. And it's a good message. Please ask for help. And please get help if you can. Please. I've lost too many friends to self-harm. And, and it's hard, and it doesn't just affect that person, it affects everybody for the rest of their lives. And it's tough to deal with. And please just get help if you can, please. But on a lighter note, the song is really good. I mean, his instrumentation is really good. His voice is great. I love his voice. So, it's going to be pretty cool. It's pretty cool. We'll probably get some more Jelly Roll in here in a little bit. So thank you all so much for coming and watching. I'm sorry I went off a little bit at the end there and rambled. I apologize. But you all have a great day. I will see you all later. All right.